One of the concepts I have learned in spirituality is the concept of separation and connection with the source. So you can call it source or a higher intelligence or God or the universe. It doesn't matter what exactly you call it, but we are all connected to the source, but most of the times, most of us feel separate from the source. We do not feel connected to the source. And when we feel separate, it can feel like a void. It can feel like we don't feel good, we don't feel right. And how we cope with this separation is we try to either use food or alcohol or drugs as a coping mechanism to kind of fill that void in us. Or we can do social media scrolling or just binge watching on Netflix. Or there can be other, like there's porn, there's so many other addictions we can have. All these things may appear to fill that void temporarily, but because the real reason is the lack of connection with the source, all these things are never going to be able to make us feel whole or connected. Marissa Peer, one of the teachers I have learned from, says that the opposite of addiction is connection. So when we are addicted to all these things, whether it's food, alcohol, social media, drugs, the opposite of that is connection. So the reason we are seeking all these things is because somewhere we are feeling disconnected. And so to solve that problem from the root is to try to feel that connection. And there's many ways to feel that connection. It could be just having a loving conversation with a friend or family member, or it could be connecting with nature, going outside and just feeling connected with trees or flowers or plants and fresh air, the sun, the moon, the clouds. Or you could do a meditation where you try to connect with the source. There are so many ways, and everybody has their own way of feeling that connection. So do some hit and trial and try to figure out how you feel connected. For me, it is all these ways are ways of connecting with the source. So meditation and going out in nature and just being fully present with a loved one. It could be my son or daughter. It could be having a loving conversation with a friend or my husband. So all these ways are ways that prevent me from resorting to food or scrolling on social media. I do those things too, but I'm getting better at recognizing when I pick up my phone and I'm like refreshing my Instagram or my YouTube feed. Before I used to do that mindlessly without even realizing because I'm on autopilot, but now I'm becoming a bit more conscious. And then I'm like, why am I doing this? Or why am I going in my pantry to grab chocolate or a snack when I'm not even hungry? And that's when I realized that I'm in separation. I'm feeling disconnected. So instead of doing these temporary fixes, these band-aid fixes, how can I fill my void in a better way? So that's when I would either go out for a walk, or I would just give a hug to my kids or call a friend and try to feel connected with them. Or for me, the best one is meditation. And lately my meditations have become deeper than before. And in the meditations lately, I have been feeling connection with the source, with the divine. And when I feel that connection, I feel so much love, I feel so much peace and so much bliss. That proves to me experientially that these theoretical concepts that I read in spiritual books or I hear from spiritual teachers about the separation and connection, those concepts are actually true because I have experienced them myself. I have experienced how I feel when I'm in separation, and I've experienced how I feel when I'm in connection. So I hope this inspires you. I hope this gives you some self-awareness too about when you are feeling disconnected and what you can do about it. And we're all different, so what works for me may not work for you, but I'm hoping that this is still a good starting place for you to learn about yourself and to figure out in what ways you can go from feeling separation to feeling connection.